Cigarette's still in the ashtray. Unless you just missed her.
Hey, Jacarius and Big Brother. Hi, Deshaun. Hey, Jacarius. How's everybody feeling tonight? And also give us a reminder of where you're from when you sign in, what city or city you're from. Hey, Sarah, Gwen, Melissa, Trishelle, and Bobby. Thanks, everybody, for jumping in. Okay, Trishelle from Louisiana. Thank you, Michael Corinthos. Miss Bean in the lives, too. Hey, Phoenix. Thank you, Cheryl. Well, General Hospital is on Hulu now, so it's probably also when you're on demand. Today was the first official day for General Hospital to be streaming. Okay, Nova Scotia, Canada. Georgia, Elaine from Georgia. North Carolina, Orlando, Florida. Savannah, Georgia. Thank you, Patricia. Carolyn, Georgine. So because there are still less soaps shown, I'm only going to do an hour tonight, especially since General Hospital only has one new episode starting today. So you want to start talking about, let's just jump right into Days of Our Lives, or do you want to talk about Young the Restless Are Bold and Beautiful? Yes, Kari, is General Hospital is officially on, so you're now following me on Twitter or Instagram or our Facebook group because I put announcements on all three. But please follow me on Twitter and Instagram. On Twitter, I do daily news as it's coming out, and on Instagram, I do the hottest of the topics I put on Instagram, and our Facebook group. That's also on Instagram. I mean, not Instagram. It's on Facebook. Facebook groups and Facebook. Phoenix Tremayne So Fan. And all of my social media is Phoenix Tremayne. So it's all the same. So are you prepared for the end of Gina? Since I see somebody mention Days of Our Lives. Because Gina, pretty much the walls are closing in. We see that in the promo, she's got a gun on Marlena. We know Sean figured out in 30 minutes that wasn't his mother. Told Rafe exactly who she was. And we know Kate is also ready to snitch. And then we also know that Stefano tells John that he's Stefano, which means they're wrapping this all up because there's no way to keep all that a secret from everyone. I did not hear that Adrienne was fired. I heard that she has a lot of personal things going on right now. And, somebody else just died in her family, diagnosed with a heart illness. So she's got a lot of things going on in the background. But I don't think she was actually fired. Yeah, when General Hospital comes back on, it will definitely will show up on YouTube because somebody's always going to put it on YouTube. But it should be on demand if you have cable, and it's supposed to be on Hulu tonight at 8 p.m. So it's already on there. And yeah, one of the people in our Soap Fan Facebook group said it's already on Daily Motion. Hey, Tori from Wyoming. Bold and Beautiful, it's boring. They came back and it's boring. So it's boring. Only thing I like is Quinn and Brooke fighting, and their next fight doesn't come is either Thursday or Friday. That's the picture I posted in the Soap fan group. Young and the Restless. If you followed me on Young and the Restless, they gave a preview of that February sweeps information. So, yeah, on my Twitter feed, you can see all of the things that are happening on Young and the Restless for the rest of sweeps. Hey, Melissa, I see you. How you doing? Um, uh, I'll think about a Facebook watch party, but it's too late for today. But I was telling people in the Facebook soap fan group, if we get 500 people in the soap fan group, I'll start doing lives in the group. So I'll start doing extra lives, but it'll be for the Facebook group. Yeah, Amanda did change her hair. I don't know when Maggie finds out the Sarah about that. That's sort of like they just made the initial reveals. So I know it will be in February, but no spoiler says within the next 2 weeks is going to happen. Yes, I'm glad Sean accelerated that story, Melissa. Okay. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, Judy Evans. Thank you, Sylvia. Judy Evans just needs time off because she's got a lot of painful upheaval in her family in real life. Yeah, that's Deshaun. When Eric said that he doesn't want Brooke to go back drinking again, and Quinn looked at the bottle, that was our biggest clue that she's going to try to get Brooke back to being an alcoholic. But I have a feeling that this will eventually lead to Eric leaving Quinn. And I think Brooke is actually going to be the next one up on that over that balcony. Over the fireplace. Thank you, Bobby. Yes, please hit that like button. There are 41 people in the group, and we only have 9 likes. So it only takes a second. Let's see. Will Kristen Brady get back? Well, I'm sure Kristen and Brady will get their baby back. I think they're wrapping up a lot of the storylines. I think on Friday, Xander asked Brady to get tested, and he's very aggressive about it, which will probably be the beginning of Brady and Kristen eventually getting their kid back. And it's almost February sweeps, and they're on time for February sweeps. So that's when a lot of things are going to come out. And for Days of Our Lives, we just found out that Gabby and Eli are getting married on Valentine's Day, February 14th. So we also know that's the day that Lonnie is going to break up their wedding. So that whole, Julie's secret should come out for Valentine's Day. And Sylvia is right. A lot of the spoilers are hinting that it was actually Summer driving the car. I don't know if Summer was driving and then she, put Maggie in the driver's seat and then left her by herself, and Maggie just doesn't remember because she was blacked out. But I think Maggie's get out of jail free card and, not having to live with killing her grandkid will be Summer did it. Also, Sylvia, they're saying that Summer got Adrian's liver. So not only did she kill Adrian, but Adrian saved her life. Liam and Hope will always eventually get back together. Those are one of those couples that they like tearing apart and bringing back together. The fact that Steffi did what Thomas said for the kiss. That's the thing that'll eventually bring Hope and Liam back together, but it'll probably be a long time before it happens. I think that Hope and Thomas probably will end up married, to be honest with you. I think that's the direction they're going in. Well, yeah, but for most of their history, Antoinette, um, they hated each other. Yes, Tori. That's what I was just saying. That I'm sorry. That Lonnie will get a revenge at the wedding. It will be a full circle type situation. Uh, Hoping, yeah, a lot of those Bold and Beautiful actors need to be working outside of it on other things because they are not using them. And for the Days of Our Lives fans, I announced today that the official renewal for Days of Our Lives came out today, and they begin filming in March. So we've got 54 people in here, and we only got 17 likes. So can some of y'all hit the like button? I appreciate it. Um, well, Evan and Sonny is just a temporary situation. I think it's going to be turn out that Evan is the one that killed Jordan. That's the only mystery they haven't solved yet, and that the baby is his. I don't love Sonny and Will. I think they're boring together. Just so you know, that they're better apart with other people. When they get together, you see what happens. The writers don't know what to do with them as a happy couple. Well, I agree with you, Honey Smile 320. Steffi made that grown ass decision herself because she knew what she wanted. That's why she still got Liam painting on the wall because she knows what she wants. Yeah, but that's Deshaun. Unfortunately, that's the vicious cycle that should have been ended a long time ago. I think Steffi needs to throw that picture in the trash and get a new man, which is what a lot of the fans wanted, and is what Brad Bell promised but didn't do. Yes, Lonnie did win American Next Top Model, but that was a long time ago. Yeah, and I mentioned this in the last recording that Freddie Smith was the best actor in that episode. He really brought it, and he did a great, great, great job. That's definitely something for his Emmy reel. He did a really great job. Nope, you can't force somebody to kiss someone. I don't think Victor brought Evan to town. I think that he came for his kid. Jordan didn't want him to, and maybe he strangled her. But something like that, that was probably it. Yes, I agree. Kristen and Brady has a lot of chemistry there. Currently, my favorite Days of Our Lives couple. Also, I think runner-up is Xander and Sarah. It used to be Ben and Sierra, but Ben and Sierra, since they've been together, it's just been boring. They haven't really done anything. Uh, don't really care about Maxie and Peter. They're part of the set of once they got together, they turned out to be really boring. Um, Stefan isn't coming back until May. So you got a long, long wait. He didn't come back till May. He's back in the summer. Remember, they filmed 8 months in advance. So yeah, Stefan's coming back in May, and Vivian's coming back in June. Um, Kate did not tell Rafe the truth. Tori, yeah, Cheryl, their scene together was emotional. Sierra gave birth, and her baby was switched with Sarah's before Kristen. Sierra wasn't pregnant, so how could she give birth? No, the switch was pretty obvious. There was only two bassinets and two babies, and they paid the doctor to switch the babies. Sierra wasn't pregnant. Ben was in jail. They will eventually. I mean, that's what the story is leading to. Sonny didn't, Will didn't kill Adrian, so there's no reason for him to be in jail or him and Sonny be apart. And he didn't turn in the divorce papers, so they're still married. Um, Unfortunately, that is a possibility that Brando is Deb's father. Now that we know he's alive, if it's a dream, I think Jordan is alive. I did read a spoiler that said that Jordan faked her death, and maybe Victor helped her fake her death to finally get back at Ben. Well, the last we saw of Ben, he was over the body, and he's the necktie killer. So, you know, that's why he's in jail. It would be interesting if Valentine is the one running the mob situation, but I think it's probably going to be Brando. Well, we saw what happened. Haley pulled away from Kristen when she looked back and saw, the steps, and she just lost her balance and fell. Kristen didn't push her. Hopefully they don't kill Sally off. Hopefully it's just MS or something. I didn't watch today's episode yet because it don't come on till 8. But hopefully it's just MS like Nikki has during the rest of this. Well, I can only go by the information that they put out there. And it was actually Freddie Smith that plays Sonny that actually put the information out there. That's when they would start filming in January 15th, I think it was. But now that they have the official renewal, because they were told they were renewed back in like November, December. So but it was all a matter of contract. So they haven't even done a contract with the actors yet, from what I read. So now they got to renegotiate contracts with actors. I'm sure they're going to get, some of them are going to be getting less pay, and whether or not they want to come back for less pay is the next negotiation, which will take them to March. Yes, Sarah questioned her baby looked different, and I was wondering why Kristen didn't notice her baby wasn't the same. However, if you notice, Kristen never looked at the baby. And I don't know if Brady looked in the blanket, but Kristen definitely, she just held the baby, but she didn't look at the baby. Or else she would have said, "Where's my kid? This isn't my baby." But don't see, this is how bad rumors get started. Instead of speculating, just go with the information they put out there. They're wrapping up the time jump stories. There were only two babies. There were only two bassinets. Sarah was, and they showed you the whole day of who was giving birth. And Sierra was not pregnant and giving birth that day. So she's never even had a scene over those past year of flashbacks where she was even showing. And most of that year, Ben was in jail. So, that's just fan fiction. Yeah, but they're still boring. I prefer Will with Paul. Um, Willow will most likely be with Michael when she finds out that her baby is dead. she'll probably be so attached to Wiley, and they have already started saying that they're sort of testing out Brooklyn and Chase. So get ready for that potential bunch of triangle, centangle, because there's 6 of them. Michael, Willow, Chase, Brooklyn, Lulu, and Dustin. They got all those characters kind of interested in each other. Hey, Tim from Detroit. Thank you for clicking the like button. Yes, yeah. Yeah, they just announced today that the filming actually starts in March. But I guess he got his scripts a month in advance. Yeah, we used to talk about this all the time. Unfortunately, Phyllis isn't really doing much of anything on the show. And right now, just her chasing after Chance. It's just like they got Michelle, and they probably paid her a lot of money to rejoin Young and Restless. And they probably feel like they're wasting their money because they had no solid plan for what they wanted the character to do. Well, you got to assume that, a person can fall down, and that was Julie that fell down the steps, not Maggie. That I remember, Gabby pushed Julie down the steps. But Haley's fallen down the steps before, when she was drugged up and she fell down the steps. But I think that a person she could have fallen the wrong way and maybe broken her neck or something. Well, that's how the truth about the baby switch will come out when they need Meryl from Tate or one of the parents. It's going to come out that that's a parent, not or a sibling. Then that's how our truth will come out. Yeah, that was kind of weird that she didn't notice somebody sitting there. She was so focused on Rafe, she didn't notice her kid. So, thank you guys. We're up to 27 likes with 54 people in the room, 55 people in the room. Lehman Wyatt or Wishy-Washy. Lehman Wyatt need a break to me. I think that those characters don't do anything for the show. So if they need some personality transplates or something. Now, Melissa, you said this, people have said this. They don't care about black people. So they don't care about black people. And I've been waiting for them to care about Devon. Amanda's been on the show for 6 months now, and they're just getting around to her ex-boyfriend showing up on Monday's episode. Yeah, I still think that it's a dream, but the dream is going on longer than I thought, because if the wedding for Gabby's wedding is on the 14th, I thought the dream ended around that time, but I think it'll probably maybe end in February sweeps. I don't know. But at least, hopefully, all of the Tom Jim stories at a minimum will be wrapped up. I hope that Bill and Sally get together. I read that it's a possibility. This is from a site that I don't trust. That when Bill had the building crash on Liam and Sally, that maybe she inhaled something that's causing her current sickness. If that's true, then he may feel bad enough to feel sorry for her and then start developing feelings for her. Yeah. there's a lot of things on the show I actually enjoy, especially Sarah and Xander, Kristen and Brady. There are some stories that could have been written better, but I can't say the show sucks because it's one of my favorite shows right now. Hey, Jenny. I don't know what more to say. It's back. It's on Hulu. So it's on Hulu. It's probably on demand. So it starts back at 8 o'clock. So it came back on an hour and a half ago. Counted all that was Gabby. I missed that question. Look, if you feel like there's a third baby, then you can feel there's a third baby. I saw 2 bassinets, and both babies were in the bassinets, and he switched the babies. The dead baby went in one bassinet, and live baby went in another. Now it's a hospital. They have emergencies, and maybe they were talking about the doctor was another woman in labor because that was explaining why she wasn't in the room. So, yeah. You can keep the theory, but there was only 2 bassinets. I don't know what else to say. Me and the wife, just like the dad. True, but they all try to be holier than thou. That's the difference. Bill's Bill. I wouldn't kill characters just to kill characters, especially legacy characters, because then they got to spend all this time either bringing them back or wishing they never killed them like Alan. There's no reason why Alan should have been killed when General Hospital. It was just for shock value. Well, I mean, I'm not confused by the story. They gave you the stories of how, of where the characters were then. Well, I'm sorry, they gave you a story where the characters are right now, and then they began giving you the backstory of how they got there. I've seen regular shows that weren't soap operas do this, so I think that's where Housewives did it too. So it's not confusing. They've been explaining how they got to where they are this whole time. The only thing they have left to tell is what happened to Jordan. Other than that, they've told you how everybody got exactly to the places they are today. That's what the whole Mother's Day week was for. Give you all that extra background. And I don't think Bill is wishy-washy. He wanted Steffi. He went after Steffi. Steffi rejected him. He ended up back with Katie because of his son. And Bill doesn't really back down for much of anything. So I can't say he's wishy-washy because he kind of goes after what he wants like a wrecking ball. But his sons, they bounce around like little pussies. They let the women just decide, okay, I want you today, I want you tomorrow. They just bounce back and forth instead of making up their mind. Thank you, Sylvia. I know I'm not crazy, but I don't want to offend anyone. There was only 2 babies. Don't try to make the story more complicated than it actually is. Victor didn't want to break up Brady and Kristen. So he knew their baby gone. He didn't want Maggie to think that she killed her grandchild, so he switched them. And now the baby needs bone marrow. The baby's not going to get bone marrow from a third mysterious baby that's out there somewhere. They got to get bone marrow from one of the parents or Tate. If none of them match, the storyline doesn't make any sense, and then the baby dies. So it is what it is. Thank you, Sylvia. The only newbie that I would get rid of is Dustin. You know, everybody else is fine, but they're course correcting Dustin. It looked like Dustin was going to be a predator with the kids, like Jocelyn or Trina. But now that he used to date Brooklyn, it looks like they're taking him in a whole new direction. So he's not like acting weird around kids anymore. China Doll. This is why I keep saying it's a dream, because it makes absolutely no sense that that he was telling Anna, defending Stefano to Anna, Tony, and John, and none of them went like, so did Stefano brainwash you? What the hell is going on? It makes absolutely positively no sense. Even the fact that they're saying that they're gonna make Marlena think John is dead, and John think that Marlene is dead. So does this mean none of them are coming back to Salem? So why is Gina in Salem if John wouldn't come back and see that Marlene is alive? The plan makes absolutely no sense. No sense at all. It drives me crazy. There's the only plot that really I can't deal with on Days of Our Lives right now is the stupid Stefano plot and Gina plot. And it's making Kate look stupid too. That's the only thing on the show that I fast forward or I just kind of like, it only makes sense if it's a dream. Okay, Big Brother, right, Phoenix is right, when Sarah finds out the baby Nikki isn't her, she was kidnapped going around. I think that the ramifications of Sarah finding out her baby is dead and that her mother killed her baby is going to be some amazing soap opera scenes that, just like Sonny thinking Will killed his mother, was a great soap opera moment before they find out it was really Summer. So I think we got some great scenes coming up with Sarah finding out that the baby's not hers. But there's no way in hell Kristen's going to find out that her baby's alive and Sarah's going to leave with it. I think this is going to make Sarah hate Xander. And then Sarah and Eric will end up together for a while before Xander wins her over again. The writing's all on the wall. Okay, Bizzard is in character. I hope he stands back to his old self. Now, I don't know if he's considered to be more progressive, because he's stopped being evil. But to me, it's made him just as boring as Victory is over in the Rexes. People sometimes hate the evil characters, but they are the ones that make the shows interesting. Okay, Cheryl. Okay, good night, Melissa. I hope all goes well with your doctor's appointment. And thanks for tuning in with us tonight. We will see you next week. Well, Bill already told Liam to go after Steffi. Bill doesn't want Liam and Hope together. Bill, in yesterday's episode, said, "Put your family back together. You belong with Steffi." Those were the exact words. And then I hit the fast forward button because Liam bores me. I think that technically, once they wrap up the stories that the time jump generated, I think that they can just move forward. Now, if it's a dream, then that means we're getting a second reboot and none of this ever mattered, which will make a lot of people mad. So we'll see. I haven't heard anything about Xander and Sarah having a baby, but I would like it. That could be the thing that brings them back together. Yeah, yeah. The reason why I hate that Xander lied about Sarah about the babies because I know that's the thing that will make her hate him. But if the last commenter, Christy, is right, then if Sarah has sex with Xander before she finds out the truth and ends up pregnant, she knows how good of a dad Xander actually is. But will she tell him that the baby is his or the baby's hers? It is a soap opera. That's true, and that even includes Hope, the way she went after Douglas. That was a little vicious. No, it's fine. I like most of the General Hospital characters too. I just want them to do something with them. On Twitter, the General Hospital account wished Valerie, the actress who plays Valerie, a happy birthday, and people in the Twitter feed was saying that she was still on the show. Y'all wishing her happy birthday. A birthday present would be giving her a storyline. Good night, Jenny. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully, when you leave here, you'll go and watch your hospital, and we'll talk about it in the subfam group. I agree. I don't think he forgot. I just think he doesn't care about Liam and Hope as a couple. Well, hopefully Ben won't break out of jail. Hopefully the truth will come out before that. But we'll see. The father introduced the storyline of breaking out of jail. But truth is, if Ben did break out of jail, the truth would come out before he got caught, or it would come out when he got caught. Either way, we'll know the truth in February. I'll watch old episode of Days if I can be sure that all the episodes are going to be there. That's true. That's true. And I think Bill realized he didn't want his son's Liam, to lose his son Liam, for Steffi. I mean, he already got it. He already hit that, which he always wanted to do. But but now he can pass her back to his son. The only thing they did in that scene, Olivia, was have John behind Stefano's back, looking at him like, "What the hell is wrong with you?" But John is about to figure out the truth, and we already saw him in the promo hanging my chains. But first, Rolf is going to pretend to shoot him. Okay, we've got 35 likes, and we have 75 people in the room. Can I get some more likes, please? It'll allow, once we finish this, for YouTube to keep, letting people know to watch the video. Yes, those are the only two. I was actually liking the Gina story at first, but now I'm over it. Like everybody else, I'm over it. It never really went anywhere. And you know what the funniest thing is? Watching Kristen Alfonso dangling a cigarette that she can't light. It's so stupid. That's why Kate broke the cigarette through the trash. I would have even threw that aspect of the character out the window. We've seen all those Days episodes. Days hasn't missed not one day. I think they haven't missed not one day. You just got to go online and see it at NBC.com or on demand on Comcast or something. So they're the only soap opera that's up to date and don't have any episodes behind. Days has not missed any days. I don't think Maggie will ever leave Victor. I think that she'll be mad. I think she'll be upset. But based on the ages of the characters, I think they'll still bring them back together. Especially when Maggie realized she didn't get a grandkid. I think that'll ease the blow, especially if Victor's the one who figures it out. But Steffi made a choice. She could have said no. I actually liked Bill and Brooke together back when I saw the story of him, breaking up with Katie, and she went back to the bottle the last time. But once Brooke and Bill stopped having an affair, started being a couple, they got boring, just like when Brooke was with Reg. I think what's missing from Brooke is that Brooke needs something else to do other than when she has the man. She needs to have some sort of workplace drama storyline or drama with another woman, not, making her whole life about Hope, make sure Hope is happy. I really want the secret that Kelly is Bill's to come out. And let it come out when Lee and Steffi get back together. That would be fun. That Steffi realized Bill's her baby's daddy. Hell, they get back together. That'd be fun too. I think Katie needs somebody else because Katie makes Bill boring. I like Katie and Wyatt together, to be honest with you. Hello, Cherie. Thank you for joining us. We've got 14 minutes left. I think Peter's going to get found out, but just like Valentine, he won't get locked up. He'll end up losing Maxie, and then you have to try to work to get her back. But I would actually like them to pair Peter up with somebody else. Somebody that's more challenging, or somebody else that a better triangle with. Because right now, a triangle between Peter, Maxie, and Spinelli, I'm not looking forward to that. I've liked Kristen and Brady together the whole time. I can't say that, but I can say that he actually made sure that the secret wasn't going to come out. Unfortunately, I think that Brooke really needs some fresh writing, but we're not going to get Brooke going away unless Catherine Kelly Lying decides she needs a break. I'm still mad that he got away with killing shit, Justin Niece. I can't believe I forgot her name. It's been that long. The dancer. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I can't believe her name is kind of blanked out of my head. Yeah, Sean knew quickly. Yeah, I like Katie and Wyatt. They were cute. They had fun. It was a sexy couple. They weren't born together. They kept each other, exciting. Flo is a sleeping pill. She's pretty, but she's boring, and she can't act. Most people haven't seen Today's General Hospital, so yes, because of spoilers, we know that that's Brando. But most people haven't seen the episode yet. It came out at 8 o'clock tonight. Oh, I loved when Quinn slapped Brooke. That was like the highlight of my day. If you were in the soap group, you would have seen how excited we were. Yes, Catherine Kelly Lang is filming a movie, but she probably filmed her scenes in advance because I haven't heard anything about her being off screen. However, I did read that um, Shauna is going to be off taking a little vacation like Flo did because she's doing a movie with Jane Seymour and it takes her out of the country. So we're going to see Shauna disappear just like Flo disappeared for at least a month or two. Thank you. Thank you, Emma. I'm so sorry for getting her name after that injustice of Thomas killing her. And then they didn't care about it. And we needed a good soap opera slap. We haven't had a good soap opera slap in years. That was like a Mortal Kombat slap. I needed that slap in my life. Lonnie needs recasting ASAP. I hate to say it. But yeah, she needs to be recasted. Now, here's some other Days of Our Lives news that uh, you may not know is that Days of Our Lives is trying to get Jack K to join the show. He went on Twitter, Ron went on Twitter, asking Jack K if she could come to Salem. She never replied from what I've seen so far, but Ron did ask her, and other soap sites are now picking it up, that Jack K may be coming to Salem. And I'm sure she'll be for the mayor aide. I don't know. Oh, you mean General Hospital, Kelly and Billy? Yes, they're dating. That's why she got one on her Twitter rant. Are we going to bring back Judy Evans? Well, Judy Evans is still Bonnie. So even if Adrian really is dead and it's not a dream, they can always bring Bonnie back, and Bonnie can be Adrianized. She can become an Adrian kind of clone. I don't know what Brad Bell's obsession with Flo is, but the fans don't have the same obsession he has. I think it's like sort of a Hugh Hefner thing where she's pretty, but that ain't enough. I'm sorry. No, Catherine Kelly Lang is Brooklyn Bold and Beautiful. I haven't heard about it because I don't watch Real Housewives, so I heard that there was a scandal, but I really didn't look into the details. I hate that they're doing her dirty, and it actually feels like a whole Emma situation all over again. I love Quinn, and I love Rena Sofer with them crazy eyes and that mean bug she gives. I can't wait to see what she does to Brooke, even though it's probably going to mean the end of her and Eric. Because I actually like Quinn and Eric, but he's been sick lately, so they stopped giving him scripts. Okay. I didn't know Flo was on 30 Rock. Yes, JJ is leaving. I announced that months ago. You're not watching the stuff. How are they going to bring you back? I mean, it's just a chip in her head. So once they figure out it's a chip, it's probably going to be surgery or short circuit or something. So, both Steve and Hope have chips in their head from both. Well, the problem is what I read is I don't know what sequence is going to happen that Kyle actually tells Summer. Kyle actually tells Lola himself that Summer and him kissed, and that's going to make Lola break up with him. So I'm not sure if Theo will actually be the one to tell, but that's what I saw on Twitter. Okay, we have 80 people watching and 41 likes. So 40 of y'all aren't liking me. So please hit that like button. That sounds like some Real Housewife drama. Maybe that's why she really needs to get off Bold and Beautiful and do that movie that takes her out the country, so she can dodge this craziness. From what I'm reading, before Nicole and Eric try again, there's gonna be Eric and Sarah up next. I think I read, if you saw the live last week, Cable said he saw a spoiler where the actor that plays Eric said he's ready to retire. So I haven't had it confirmed in any other soap news, but if that's true, Eric may die. Well, I don't know if you have Hulu, but it's on Hulu today, and it's also on Daily Motion. It's also probably going to be on YouTube, and it's probably on Comcast by now. So if you want to watch General Hospital, it's out there. Yes, that is how they save money. They don't have their actors all working at the same time, unfortunately. And yes, like and subscribe. If you aren't already a subscriber, I'd really appreciate it. So we have 51 likes and 77 people currently watching. Yeah, I never got into 30 Rock. I think I saw like one episode and it didn't really catch my attention. So I guess I missed out on something because I saw that one episode. They're coming back. It's just a storyline. That's why I said, it's not forever. Just enjoy the ride, even though it's not that enjoyable at the moment, but it's coming to an end soon. I thought they were going to actually kick the actor off the show. They said Billy's leaving town. And I was like, will Billy leaving town mean that they're going to have somebody like Billy Miller come back when he comes back in town? Or will Billy leaving town just be another aspect of the storyline? Or will Billy leave and not come back? I don't know. But him and Victoria broke up today, in today's episode. They want the drama. I think that Kyle and Lola are boring as hell. I actually prefer Lola with Theo, and I prefer Kyle with Summer. So I'm not upset that they're shaking things up already. Yes. Why is who retiring so young? Because Eric's not young, if that's what you're talking about. I'll say this one last time. There were 2 actual babies in the bassinets. Sarah's baby died. They switched the 2 babies that were on camera. Don't know what else to say. Eric Diamond makes sense. He put time in. He's clearly a new generation. Clearly, that's true. Sometimes he does stand out. I think Stephanie, when she decided she was ready to go, she was ready to go. She left. And if Eric is ready to go, I'm all for it. Because he's deciding to do it on his own because he has health issues. Not them forcing him out. That I wouldn't agree with. And I just watched Days of Our Lives on YouTube today, so you can also watch it on YouTube. And I bet General Hospital is probably on YouTube right now. The new Phyllis, which is the old Phyllis, is written horribly. There's no other way to say it. When they wrote Gina out, they wrote her out horribly, and they wrote Michelle in horribly. I don't understand the character. She acts like she's like a teenager in high school, you know, and it, you know, she doesn't want Jack. She threw herself a chance. She threw herself at Adam. She betrayed Adam. The character makes no sense to me. So, thank you, Rosemary. And it's 10 o'clock, so I'm going to say good night to everybody. I hope I answered most of the questions. Big brother, thank you for crying with me. That's a third fat baby. You know, if I'm wrong, I'll be the first one to come on live and say it. But there's only 2 babies. As a writer, it doesn't make sense for there to have been a third baby. It just doesn't make sense. It's wishful thinking. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And if this all turns out to be a dream, it really don't make sense to add a third baby unnecessarily to the equation just so that Sarah and Kristen baby can both be alive. No. I think that when we talked about earlier, that Sarah gets pregnant by Xander, and that will be the thing that eventually brings Sarah and Xander back together. That makes more sense to me. So, good night, everyone. Good night. Good night. I see so many people saying good night now. Thank you, everyone, for joining me tonight. And yes, we don't know if John McCook is really leaving Bold and Beautiful. Right now, it's just rumored that he's ready to retire, that Cable said he saw an interview where John said he's ready to go. And I haven't seen it, so I can't really talk on it other than that's what Cable said. Thank you, and good night, everyone. I really appreciate you joining me and being a part of the Soap Fam. Catch you in the next video. Also, join me on Twitter, Instagram, and the Facebook group, which I'm going to put all of that in the description box if you don't already know that information. Good night.